But wait a minute, let me take my hair down. I had the time of my life, and wait. Never felt this way before. Never felt this way. It's so true, and I owe it all to you. Hey
everybody, welcome back to my Snapchat. This is
that shows you how much I'm on Snapchat, because you know what, that's probably not wrong. I feel like all of you guys are a part of my Snap fam, and so it just kind of transfers over to my YouTube, you know what I'm saying? So welcome Snap fam, welcome Twitter fam, welcome YouTube family. Thank you for being a part of the squad. Have any of you guys questioned whether or not Chrissy Teigen can actually put out a makeup palette that would be worth the money?
I did. I questioned it.
Chrissy Teigen herself messaged me back personally and talked to me about this particular palette. Which one? Some people say Becca times. It's not, the X is not times. It's like kind of like saying with. So Becca and or Becca with Chrissy highlighter palette. This palette right here, the Becca with Chrissy Teigen. If you have been living under a rock, that is the only way that you don't know about this particular highlight. Chrissy Teigen and Ofra Cosmetics came out recently with a palette that's part blush, part highlighter. Chrissy Teigen said that this particular palette was going to be for all women of color. So my question here was, do I really want to spend my well-earned
Jonathan's hard-earned
coin on a palette that might not be specifically for all of us? Chrissy Teigen is not my shade. She's not my same undertone. And all women, we are not the same shade. We are not the same undertone. So I had questions about this palette. And yes, many of you will say Chrissy Teigen has a history in the model industry. She is respected. She knows makeup. At least she should. I thought about that too, but really I don't go out and buy every limited edition palette that there is. Otherwise I would be broke. I'd be pretty, but I'd be broke, like that girl eating that top ramen.
But I look good though.
So I'm not trying to go broke, so I do not buy every single palette that has come out. I bought this one. Why? When I was kind of on the fence about whether or not to buy it, she sent me a message on Twitter and explained to me the effort that she put into making this particular palette. Because I respected the fact that out of the millions of followers that she has, she chose to...
I don't even know how she saw my tweet.
But she saw it and she responded, and she talked about the effort that went into this particular palette. And I respected the fact that she looked at what I was tweeting seriously, because I was not throwing shade. I was just questioning, hey, why would I spend my money on this if I don't even know if it's going to work for all of us? Because she took the time out to respond to someone who's unknown, me, I felt like I should buy this palette. And so herein is where I give you guys my biased opinion. And I'm going to tell you why it's biased. Let me tell you why. If you had spoken to Chrissy Teigen herself, would you not go out and buy the palette? Would you not want to like the palette just because she talked to you?
There's no way though.
So I got the palette and I thought it was... I had thoughts on it, and so I wanted to share it with you guys, and that's where this biased opinion comes in. So take everything that I'm saying with a grain of salt. If you were wondering whether or not you wanted to buy this palette or not, hopefully this review of the palette will help you go in one direction or the next. If you you know, don't agree with anything that I'm saying, by all means tell me in the comments, because like I said, this is biased 100%. Of this box came the palette, came this little cover sheet. Also had it also had like a sample moisturizer inside. Open up the package to get this. One of the things that I didn't like about the packaging itself was that it came in a huge box. Not huge, let me rewind. It came in a medium-sized box, and this is not a medium-sized package. I didn't need a huge box. I didn't know what I was going to do. I gotta stop saying huge. I didn't know what I was going to do with this box after I was done. There was the box. Paper was on top of the palette. I don't know if the palette was supposed to be wrapped in the paper for protection. I'm not sure. It was just paper was shoved on top and it was sent out. Could have used a smaller box, you know. I guess I'll be recycling that too. The cover of the palette has this this seal on it that I hadn't yet taken off, so we're taking it off together for the first time. I've got to say the packaging of the palette is just phenomenal. It is absolutely beautiful. She did a fantastic job with this.
100% biased.
On the back here we see a table of contents for what's inside of the palette. There is rose gold, hibiscus bloom, Malibu Soleil, and beach nectar. When you open the palette up, there is a clasp here that is very secure. It keeps the palette closed quite nicely. Inside of the palette,
These colors are amazing. God.
they swatch beautifully. We'll do some swatches so that you guys can see what it looks like. But these 4 colors, these have a little bit of shimmer to it. If you're lighter than me, this color will probably look good on you as a bronzer. Although as I look at it, I feel like there's a little bit of shimmer to that too. Like I can see some shimmer in there, but when I swatch it, I didn't see very much shimmer. Like there's like a slight shimmer to that kind of bronze-ish-y color. So let's swatch these on the arm, and then also we're going to swatch these with the brush so that we can see what it looks like. I know that everybody does their makeup swatches on their arm, but I want to get these colors as close as I can to my face. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up. I don't know what this is made of, what the casing is made of, but it just got stuck to my glass table. So just FYI, be careful that if you open up the palette all the way open, for some reason it just got stuck to my table. I don't
know what that's about. Okay.
Also, I just want to make, okay, the clasp is kind of difficult to open. Anyway, I think I'm going to put that covering back on it.
We're just going to put that back. How about that?
I'm going to draw a line of separation. I'm just going to grab any color just so you guys know which side is which. We're going to do this side with my finger, and then we're going to swatch this side with the actual, with a brush. The first color that we're going to swatch is the rose gold highlighter. And I'm just going to do one swipe. The hibiscus bloom blush. Malibu Soleil. And finally, beach nectar. Wow. I've got to say that the first and the fourth are just absolutely gorgeous. I can totally see using these as highlighters. I can also see using these as eyeshadows. The blush too could be used as an eyeshadow. It's not as prominent as I thought it would be in the palette. It looks a little bit like deeper. They all have a nice chalky feel to them. I like it. I don't have a problem wiping them off of my fingers, so that feels pretty nice. Let's try it on the other side. Alright, so using a brush that I would use for eyeshadow, or any brush really, bristles doesn't really matter, but I'm going to start out with the same colors in the same order, doing one swipe. Okay, I can barely see it. When you use a brush, I can barely see the blush. Right? Barely see it. That was Malibu Soleil. So these are the colors here. This is with finger swatching. This is with brush swatching. I actually happen to like the way that they look with the finger swatching as opposed to the brushes. I want to apply a little bit onto my face because I noticed when I put it on my chest with the brush, I could barely see it. So I'm going to put a little bit on my cheeks now. I like that. What do you guys think? quite like the blush. I really like the blush. I'm going to try a little bit of the highlighter.
Chrissy, you better. You better, girl. You better. Get out of the wall, because I don't want to be too bright. I want to shine bright like a diamond, not like a flashlight.
Inside of Beach Nectar, it's this pretty little heart. It says Becca has a heart with in Chrissy's handwriting, so I think that's pretty cool. Ultimately, I love the colors. I love the palette. It wasn't as expensive as I thought it was going to be. It was around 40 some odd dollars, a little over $40. The shipping wasn't so great. I got it through UPS. It didn't take a long time, but it wasn't like 2-3 days later. I guess I'm just kind of spoiled off of Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime members, woot, unite.
It took a good week to get here. If you order it on a Monday, you'll probably get it on a Friday. So it wasn't too bad. Like I said, I'm just used to Amazon Prime shipping. So my thoughts, good palette, great price, especially because you're getting it from someone who seemingly worked hard on this palette. I think the colors look amazing. I didn't think that it would work for all women of color. I'm not entirely sure if it will, but if you're following me on Snapchat, like I know many of you guys are, you'll see that I'm going to try this palette on my sister. And you know Jolly's like a shade or two darker than I am. I'll try a little bit of it on Honor too, even though she's a teenager. We're still going to play around just because Honor's undertone is more red. My undertone is more gold. And my sister, we're going to figure that out. So I'm going to play around with this palette. I'm going to play around with it. I'm going to see how it works with different skin tones. For now, for my skin tone, it works very well. Chrissy did a fantastic job. It was definitely worth the money that I paid. If you're thinking about buying it, I would say that is a definite yes. But then again, this is a 100% biased review, so take it as you will. I liked it. If you haven't, let me know what you think about it. What do you think about this blush? I think it looks pretty cute, huh? And that highlight looks pretty good too. Not on Ofra level, but it's a pretty good highlight. In any case, I will be back in another video to tell you guys more about more makeup products and what I think and what I like and what I don't and what I have and what I will and what I won't.
And what I watch.
Who remembers that movie? Anyways, taking it back. I'm showing my age. I hope you guys stick with me, and if you're new to the channel, thank you for joining me. And if you like what you see, you really like it, give me a thumbs up, because that helps me to know that I should keep making more videos for you guys. And if you really liked it and you're just like, Asia,
I want to see more because I love you.
This one maybe, or this one, I'm not sure where it's going to be around me, but there's going to be a video here that you can press to watch more videos that I have up. Make sure you click that little floating head button. It'll probably be over here somewhere. That'll help you to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out. Turn me off, Honor.
Turn me off, Honor. Turn me off, Honor. Turn me off, Honor. Turn me off, Honor. Turn me off, Honor. Turn me off, Honor. Turn me off, Honor. I hit myself on my IKEA Alex drawers.